Previously on Town Hall 9 Free to Play, we got a hero book and did some hero upgrading. Today, we're going to take a look at the most dangerous defensive clan castle troop at Town Hall 9. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 10 of the Town Hall 9 Free to Play series. We are already 10 episodes in already, man. That's crazy. This is going to be an outstanding series. So today's episode is going to be on the most important, or probably the most dangerous clan castle defensive troop in the game, like the Electro Dragon level 4. The newly added Electro Dragon level is incredibly dangerous. It's not saying that level 3 wasn't dangerous enough, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get into our question of the day. And today's question of the day is from Mr. Chanku. Question of the day, bro, should I wait to upgrade traps and Teslas to upgrade my town hall? I think I understand what your question is. No, definitely not. Go ahead and upgrade those Teslas and go ahead and upgrade those traps. If you take a look at the base real quick, guys, the next highest, so the highest damage per second dealing defense at Town Hall 9 is definitely your Expos, obviously, but you only have 2 of those. You have 4 hidden Teslas, and the hidden Teslas are literally the second highest damage per second dealing defense. They're incredibly dangerous, so if you can get them upgraded to level 7, definitely do it, because they will make things very difficult for an attacker. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All right, so let's get into that clan war real quick and take a look at some attacks. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at a successful 3-star attack. That way you can see it on a max level base. This is pretty much a maxed out Town Hall 9. The army, I've covered this army probably about 2 or 3 times. There's multiple videos. I'll link one above my head there. And it's done by the attacker that probably uses the army the most. It's the Queen Walk Witch Slap. But we're not talking about the army today. We're going to talk about the defending clan castle troop, because the new troop at Town Hall 13, or the new level at Town Hall 13 with the Electro Dragon, is by far the most dangerous at Town Hall 9, and something that you really need to pay attention to. In years past, we've had the Lava Hound. It was the premier troop that a lot of players really went with in the clan castle, and the reason being is it's a tankier unit. It takes a while to kill. It ties up your queen for a long period of time, or it ties up your witches and your wizards for a long period of time, and then even after it pops, it spawned the lava pups. But then now, with the addition of the Electro Dragon at Town Hall 12, it really changed the dynamic of defending your Town Hall 9 bases. And now you have a new level, which was something that I was really concerned about with the addition of Town Hall 13. The level 4 Electro Dragon, this thing is incredibly powerful. 4,500 hit points, 330 points damage per second on troops when it's firing like it is right this second. But that's not even the biggest concern. It's upon death. 390 hit points upon death. So you're going to notice that this troop is going to move through. There's not going to be a heal spell. And watch, once the damage is dealt after the death, the bowlers take a massive hit. So a massive hit on the bowlers. And that is a major concern, because on the back end of the attack, if your bowlers don't survive, they're not going to be able to take out buildings on the back side of the base. And you still got hidden Teslas. You still got wizard towers. You still got some mortars going. We still have some witches in there, thankfully. But this is something that you really have to worry about. You need to make sure that you have a heal spell down there or something. You got to do something. Maybe freeze it to slow it down for a moment, and then once the troops arrive, have a heal spell placed. That's something that you need to take into consideration. Now, again, this was on a successful attack. Our attacker is able to get the 3-star, thankfully, but she does have a fail due to that Electro Dragon. So we're going to take a look at a replay. Let's go ahead and speed it up. That way you can see the army for yourself. But we're going to watch another replay where a fail happens due to the fact that that Electro Dragon disrupts so much. Next up, we have this failed attack. I know what you're thinking. Look at the base. Now, we just watched a replay that was on a maxed out base, right? The walls were almost there. You know, the heroes were a little lacking, but it was pretty close, right? This one, we got the same exact army, same exact attacker, but this base right here looks like it needs some serious help. I mean, it's got some Town Hall 8 defenses. It's got level 1 Expos, level 6 Queen. Nothing really major, right? This is where that Electro Dragon is going to reign supreme. So we're going to start out in the same exact manner with the Queen Walk. You got the Queen Walk over there on the western side. You got the witches down the south side doing that funneling process like we did in the previous attack. And you got a golem, and then you got some witches and some wizards clearing out buildings. The same exact process. I've showed this army I don't know how many times, and I love this army. It's actually a really good one. You got a jump spell, you got the rage spell, you got a poison, and so Lisa's going to use a double poison. No freeze spell here, and then another jump spell. You got a heal spell in there, though. You see the heal spell? We got some coverage going on, at least we think. The Electro Dragon's tied up on that that golem. Now watch those wizards very carefully as the Electro Dragon dies, and underneath it, boom, boom, boom. Good night, wizards. So wizards and witches have left the building, guys. They are no longer there, and all we have left is one single bowler and a barbarian king in the core. You see the problem here? There's your problem right there. Expo is going to take down that single bowler because the golem decided that he did not want to take the jump, so he no longer wanted to tank. And all we got on the backside is a Barb King. We have no witches, we have no wizards, we have nothing there to get rid of that Expo. So the queen's kind of tied up on a wizard tower, but the disruption at the beginning of the attack is ultimately what shuts this thing down, because the way this army works is you want everything to stay online with each other and clear the entire base. Maybe a poor placement on the jump spell. I'm not exactly 100% sure on that, but I know for a fact that with the witches and the wizards being destroyed in the core of this base by that Electro Dragon, that is something that you have to worry about. And even being a heal spell placed, it still shut down the attack. So this was ultimately a fail. I think Lisa does pull out like a 90-something% 2-star. I had to think about that. A 90-something% 2-star. But unfortunately, this should have been a 3-star due to the level of defenses, due to the level of the troops versus the base. The queen's like a level 23, so that's pretty high up. But that Electro Dragon definitely shut this attack down. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few more replays, and let's see that Electro Dragon in action. Next up, we have this replay here by Dark Shadow. Dark Shadow's got some beautiful hero levels, man. I applaud that. 29 and 30 on the king and queen. That's phenomenal. But you're going to see the army that he uses. This is a standard witch slap, and it's a very popular army. If you guys don't have those level 2 witches and using them, I highly recommend it. But the emphasis here is the Electro Dragon in the clan castle. You got to watch what this thing does, because it is so demeaning. It just beats up on wizards and witches so incredibly bad. And I get it. Like some of you guys out there might feel like this troop is hard to get and all the other stuff. We'll talk about that here in a second. I just don't want you guys to feel like demotivated. Like, you feel like you're a really good attacker. You get in there, you're doing really good. You see these armies, you feel like you can't do them, and then you think that you can. And then you start facing off against like clan castle troops like this. And watch this Electro Dragon on these wizards, man. These poor wizards, like, they're just about to go night-night straight up. Boom goes wizards, they're all gone, it's out. And I mean, it's just, oh gosh, it's so bad, so incredibly bad. Thankfully there was a queen there to deal with that Electro Dragon, but you got to be aware of that thing, man. That thing is so disruptive. It's such a powerful dragon. It's just so too much. I feel like it's a little bit too much for Town Hall 9, but I mean, right now people are still 3-starring, so it's not completely out of balance, you know what I mean? It's not like something that's going to basically shut down your attacks, but it will definitely cause a major disruption. And on the right base, if you have a really well-developed base, very well-constructed, you should be able to stop a lot of these attacks if you are able to place that clan castle in the right location and get the most value out of that E-Drag. But again, yeah, so anyways, back on the topic of possibly not being able to get Electro Dragons, I understand that a lot of clans out there might not have Town Hall 12s. A lot of you guys might not have that, Town Hall 13s. I need you to be aware of my Discord server, guys. We have a Discord server linked down in the description below, and we are working on a lot of options for you guys, linking you up with clans that are offering these types of things, offering a place for you to play, a place that has Electro Dragons for that matter. And so make sure you check out that link down in the description below. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap up this video with a final attack here from Dark Shadow. I'm going to give my clanmates some love, guys. Like, they're doing these awesome attacks, and I want them to be seen. They're doing phenomenal work. And so they do have the witches. We have witches, but we don't have level 2s yet, so I'm not necessarily using them just yet. We'll get there. We will get there in time. We're going to play with all kinds of different strategies during this series. I like to be diverse. I like to play with the hog riders. I like to play with the balloons. I like to play with the witches as well. They're all phenomenal armies, and we might do some specialty attacks as well. So he's going to come in on this Electro Dragon in a similar manner. You got the poison spell down, which doesn't really seem to do a lot of damage. Like, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Like, the queen's there to deal with it, but here we go. Bye-bye, troops. Good night. Down goes troops again, But the bowlers are able to survive. That's the main thing. The bowlers are able to really power through and get through the location. That higher level queen definitely helps out quite a bit as well. So that's something that you really need to focus on. If you're not upgrading your queen, please follow along with the series. I'm doing my best to show you all these different options to help you upgrade it. It's just a time thing, guys. You just got to wait on your builders. But if you can get those heroes upgraded, they are totally worth having. But phenomenal attack regardless by Dark Shadow. Even though your troops took a beating by that Electro Dragon. It's just something that you got to be aware of, guys. So hopefully this was a informational video for you guys, giving you a little bit of awareness on that troop, and hopefully you're able to get it. And if not, I gave you an option on where you might be able to track that down. If you enjoyed the content today, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.